I want to shout out to MVTV. Thanks for having us. SlowBucks TV. It's your boy Bucks. Got my brother Slow with me. We in the building, man. MVTV, keep up.
If it ain't MVTV, it's SlowBucks TV. That's it. Fine.
Talking about that, I wanted to talk about the unity because you brought up a good point. How there used to be a lot of crews that maybe don't see eye to eye, and somehow
that should just be like ego shit. Like they don't. It's never, and it's just because there's no one never really there to mediate it, to go and bring these people together. There's never been no type of. There's never been nobody like this man. I don't care what he'll tell you a million times in the world. There's nothing new. Everything's been done before. But I don't care what he said. There's never been that type of person that could bring people together on real time, like without no funny stuff behind it. Like you'll see in the movies or in drastic situation, somebody go on this side and like play funny over here and play funny over there to get something out of it. Our stuff is genuine. We try to bring everybody all to the table for a common cause. You know what I mean? And that's where it's at. It's not for no personal reason or like a hidden agenda. We just want everybody to, we like hip hop, man. It's for the culture. We're part of the culture. We want to keep it alive. And that's what we're doing.
Now I wanted to touch on the artist development, which is the main purpose, like you were saying.
That's the primary focus, is the development of the artist. Like you can see, we demonstrated as a new site launches. You're gonna see the development process with the kid who won the first competition from the soft launch, which is J-Lie at JLIE on Twitter. Y'all can follow him, and you see the records he did with Jim Jones, video with Jim Jones, the record with Waka Flocka, the video with Waka Flocka, and that's just showing. That's him winning the competition. He won it on his own. You can check his YouTube. He got 400,000 plus views, but that was to demonstrate what we can provide for these artists. Like, say you don't like J-Lie, you know what I mean? You think he's the worst rapper in the world. You could be sitting on your couch like, well, if I was given those opportunities, I would be here. And that's what we're trying to create. Yeah, that's what we're trying to create for these artists that's coming up, to get into the competition, develop your craft, educate yourself, because it's an education process on the website. It's not just come there, upload your video, and get your votes every day. Every day there's new videos put up from the business aspect of the game, giving you the information that's lacked. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't know what you got to do as far as business because no one tells you. It's not that it's your fault. A lot of artists jumped into it. Yeah, a lot of people jump into the situation and not having no understanding. So what we're trying to do is prepare you so that when you get to these labels, you have understanding and you have a couple of dollars to work towards whatever you feel needs to be worked on. So when you get to that point, it's a deal now. You're going into a partnership, not just jumping in a situation because you don't have no other result. And that's
but it's not also just your lot. You know, we always like I said in the beginning, we always been putting people together. As far like I said, that's already developed. They got their deals, got already in the game, already on their own situation, second, third albums. But you know, just like with not just with J-Lie, just the people that surround us, period, we always was able to help people. So when we noticed that we can help people that's already involved in the game, we started helping people that was around us. You know, just like for instance, they had a girl by the name of Nyemiah Supreme. You know what I'm saying?
Actually trying to interview her.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So what we did is like, you know, Nyemiah just like, she was just a homegirl. You know, she grew up with us. I knew her family. You know, and she's like, yo, and I know she always had a love for music. And she always like, you know, she's come up listening to Lloyd Banks, Jewels, are some of her favorite artists. And like, one, you know, being that we was around, we was like, yo, you know what? Jewels looking for an intern. You should have. I mean, you should check it out. So she was excited, of course, because this is someone that she grew up listening to. So she interned for Jewels. And when we would leave to do events or do certain things, and she would fall back in the studio. One day I came back in there and I heard music playing. So I'm looking like, who is this? And it was her. What she would do on her own time was sit there and just be like messing around like with this engineer, like, yo, put a beat on, I'm a rap. You know what I'm saying? But it sounded good. So I'm like, yo, nah, you should take it serious and, you know, do what you do. So, you know, one time we were just over there and we was on the ad, and I was with us, we was doing promo for Jim Jones. Like, you know, I had Jim come down with us. I said, listen, man, the way to do it is to get to the people, touch the people yourself. So we came out there, went to a couple of mixtape spots.
Yeah, I was going to Rich Porter mixtape.
So we did that, and also, Nyemiah, Jim asked, what you been doing? I said, she's a rapper now, man. You know, just playing around. But then I was also serious. So he was like, yo, come by there and see what we do. We went there, They did 2 or 3 records off of it. He heard her. He's like, yo, I got some joints for you. You know what I mean? So they did 2 or 3 records, and he was like, yo, Slow, bring her by the studio. So I brought her to the studio. That's how she did. They did Everybody Jones, which became Jim's single on his album. For a girl who just started rapping, that is some of the things that happened from just being around SlowBucks. She just was a good person, was around us, and you know, we don't keep nobody. We said we bridge the gap. So if you got a common interest in her, just because you may not heard of your material, our co-sign means something in this business, because people know what we do, what we capable of doing. So with that being said, he's seen her potential. They did the records, Everybody Jones came out, Summer Jam came around. You got artists that get played on the radio constantly and that man touched that stage. And she touched that stage. Then you had it didn't stop there. Then she also did a hook for Lloyd Banks. You know, people that she really came up under, that she really was a fan of, started checking for her to do music. So now that was just a wonderful thing. Whether it was just a hum, it don't matter what it was. The fact that they thought about her when they could have thought about a million other people to do the job was remarkable. So, you know, she also did her debut 106 in Park for Everybody Jones, did the video, was a real big look for her. She also did Sneaker Pimps, which was a big show. You know, all those sneakers had Kendrick Lamar, A$AP Rocky, you name it, they was in the building. Waka Flocka actually flew in town just to come out for her and surprise her. She didn't know. So Jim came out for her, they did Everybody Jones on her set. And this is just a new artist with no deal, with nothing going on. You know what I'm saying? Just working hard, putting her music out on YouTube, being on SlowBucks TV. You know what I'm saying? Just reaping the benefits of being around and just really being talented. Waka Flocka came out for her. Shout out to came out here from Nyemiah Supreme. Everybody going crazy because he's there unexpectedly. Rocked out for her. So you know that was also a big look. I could just tell you so much, but I'll save it for you. Tune into this Nyemiah Supreme interview. That's coming soon. But yeah, just people like her.